Hey everyone, Mherex here, bringing you another video. This one we're going to be taking a look at Wes Lee, Rise from the Ashes. So he is the free poster for this month's NXT TakeOver month. He looks fantastic, like graphically. They nailed his look. Poster art is absolute fire. He is a chaotic era acrobat, style, in a modern era. He, of course, has the NXT link. Any color moves start with 1 more MP. Modern era gems do 5% more damage. And then Rise from the Ashes stock gear. He's a trainer. He's going to be very, very good on Nikita Lyons, who's the chase this month. Leech gems at 6-star will do 75% more damage. And black moves start with 2 more MP. He's awesome. He does have a boost. So we'll talk about that during it. But he's really, really good. Awesome freebie. I love him. Just a couple things of note. When you're starting out, you would get the sub right away. Using the purple sub to clear content early in the month is going to be the easiest thing for you to do. Go super sub style and that route. And then just a couple housekeeping things. I'm not going to run the super kick or the roundhouse kick. They're both 6 MP yellows. They're both MP steals. One steals 4 MP from each of your opponent's blues. One steals 4 MP from each of your opponent's purples. So you can use those to load your moves if you wanted to. They both do hefty damage at almost 700k, 694k. But I won't be using those. MP Steel is situational, so if you want to use it, go ahead. It'll be super useful on tours and things like that. And then maybe even in some situations for feud, if that's your flavor. But he's strong enough with his other sets, and they do things with all of their moves that I don't think you will use it too often. So triple purple, really, really like this move set. Falcon Arrow, 7 MP, deal 208k damage, choose 7 to make into blue. Snapmare dropkick combo, this animation is amazing. 8 MP, 272k damage, plus 188k bonus damage for every snowfall gem. It's a hardcore, so if your opponent's a showboat, then your purple gems are increased by 75% gem damage. And then Sleeper Hold, 7 MP, sub, generate 28 random sub gems, 289k for 4 turns. Remaining sub gems turn into snowfall gems. You could do a super sub build. Purple is one of the best typically to do that. Although now that we have Logan, if you have him, all of them are kind of similar-esque if you have Logan. I, however, think the moveset is much stronger not using super sub, so I'm not going to show the super sub. I'm sure someone else will, or you can run it on your own. Super sub, incidentally, is what I would use till I got him leveled up, though. So anyway, Entourage. This is Nikita's training ability. Snowfall gems do 75% more damage, and purple moves start with 2 more MP. Also, this move would be absolute fire if there's ever a Snowfall boss. It'll be he will be the best that we have in the game for Snowfall. And then we got Motu Ray for purple gems, do 12k, and then Lacey for 20%. You could also use Santa for flat purples, etc, etc. Anyway, let's get out here. Oh, let's look at the strap. I'm going to start off with no plates. I will use a plate for both the two. Technically, I have 3 move sets, but 2 are the same, just different trainers. So I will put plates on each time after I run them without plates. Move damage metal, 200%er. Trash strap at 5%. He does have a boost, which we're going to talk about, and then yeah, that's about it. So Fury's not all the way maxed out, Fury 2's rather, and then the 200% blue move damage. All right, which isn't useful for this one. We're going to go against Gunther. We have a class disadvantage. I think he steals, what does he steal? Color turns. Hopefully his other build isn't color turn. We won't do the other build on Gunther if it is. Alright. 1.25. So the bonus he has all month is 2 MP. Multiply gems do 50% more, and color gems do 50% more. So this build set has a 50% boost right now that it won't after the MLC is over on the gems. The sub would be charged in feud with this build. Everything would be loaded, so you'll start with the sub. The downside is they may break a decent amount. There will be people that say to use a sub reduction trainer. You absolutely can. I typically don't like that. So let's see how hard this hits. Gunther's at 13 mil flat. 4.6 mil on that move. And that's not buffed. Then you're going to use the choose blue. We're going to make a row break. Get that one. Get those two. And that's really about it for exciting stuff. There's not a lot. Don't want to wild card that. I guess I could just do that. And then drop that there as well. Another 1.7 million on that. So all told, it was about, what, 8 million that cycle? This was without any plates, 5% strap, although it does have the 50% boost, but the end part didn't hit super hard because we didn't have a lot of snowfall gems up top, which is normal for a sub. This has way, way more snowfall gems. So this move is literally going to wipe all of his health and then some, because this hits quite hard. This would be insane on a boss, by the way. Snowfall boss. Love the animation too. Super cool. So yeah, there goes his health. And you can run this if you don't get Nikita as well. Then you might double down on the sub stuff more. But I think it's very good. And here we're gonna break just not these two here, so pretty decent. That was almost 2 mil. So that's an easy 2-cycle win. Modern era acrobats are not super exciting. So this is his first build. I think a lot of people will like this one, use it, and find it extremely helpful for their roster. I do like him for boss, for purple, and also snowfall, because you won't lose any of those snowfalls. He will do very well there. So obviously, all heart target. All heart continues to be the most useful sub plate. So many people use subs red and green. This adds 100% gem damage. So again, he does have a 50% gem boost for this. And let's see how this one runs. If you don't have Nikita, you could also run Gunther. If you happen to have Gunther, for purple gem boost and 2 purple MP. You could also put 17k Santa on there. And then maybe go double flat purples. And you can use the sub reduction. I just don't like to in feud because I've... Okay. Got a wild card. It's fine. Just lost a lot of snowfalls. But again, it ends up not being a big deal because it hits pretty dang hard. This animation, too, is awesome. So even though we lost a ton, still 4.6 mil. 1, 2, 3. That, and... Sure. Could have done better on the snowfalls for sure. But again, not terrible. All heart, we had 2.1 mil on that one. So it's a pretty easy 2-cycle win. I think it would be 2-cycle even if you didn't have Nikita. Very likely. It just, she hits harder against this level opponent. I really love that move animation. It's awesome. And here... Doop-a-doo, that gets that one. Just not... It's not super great. Not that it matters. Can't probably see how hard it... even 1.6 like that. So this would be really good on purple boss too, because you'd keep all your snowfalls. Alright. So this moveset, really, really interesting. Subplate's not going to help it. Countdown gems. We're not going to go against Gunther, because he has the countdown thing. Alright, we're bringing in all 3 blue moves. Handspring Pele Kick. Deal 609,000 damage. Choose 3 rows to destroy. That's a beefy finisher. Tiger Feint Kick, 8 MP blue, 232k damage. Choose 3 rows to make into multiply gems of strength 5. Jumping Insagiri, deal 191k damage and make 10 random gems into 1-turn countdown gems. That will deal 227,000 damage and increase your blue MP by 1 at the end of the countdown. Those countdowns are doing over 2.2 million and filling all of your blue moves themselves. So this moveset, you have a few options. You can run it playing for turn 2, right? And go minimal, like if you have Santa, like you're gonna see here. This would be loaded in feud. You don't need Santa all the time, just the second feud, or if they have max perks, right? And I'm actually using Miz because you don't know the color of the multiplies that are going to be there. He hits all of them at 15%. Mherex would be better. Santa's great because it's any color gem damage. Lex is the blue MP and the 1 multiply strength. So 2 for feud, when this is assuming max perks for you both. 2 for Lex is 4. Well, it's 1 for your turn in feud and then 1 for your perks. Lex is 4 and Santa is 5. So that's how this is filled, and this fills everything else. Now, of course, people with a Judgment Day plate already know if you have a Judgment Day plate, your opponent will never get MP and you'll be able to run this. So he'll be ridiculous. Also, Z-plate works. Now, do keep in mind, this has a 100% boost because it's 50% on the multiple and 50% on the gems. So if you had a 100% strap for him, that would be the difference right there. It would hit this hard with a 100% strap. It'll hit less hard than this after the month is over. But I think a lot of people are going to like this. You could also, in place of Miz, run a MP down guy and go off on turn 2. It's pretty cool, or at least I think it's cool. It is random, so it's also fairly fast. You don't know where they're gonna go. I'm just gonna take the blue match here. You don't need to, because the countdown gems are gonna fill it up. And this is no plate doing anything. There's the 2 mil damage, and I would look for rows that have a lot of blues and not too many loot box gems, so like those, or if you can make like a Great Cascade or something. So I'll probably go with those 3. Then you can chuck your countdowns again. So Judgment Day Z-plate combo obviously would be ridiculous with this. Then you hit your finisher, which is doing 1.7 million with the metal. And let's see how much gem damage we get here. Great animations again. Love, they knocked Wesley out of the park. So we did 7.4 mil. 6.5 of that, I think. 6.3 was gem damage. Maybe goes down a little bit. We'll see with the Z-plate, which is what we're going to put on in just a minute. So maybe you don't have 17k Santa, since this is the free card. Let's run it without 17k Santa. You will see he's on there, but he doesn't need to be for the MP. It's just for the flats. So everyone has Santa, so that's why he's on there for this one. Same thing, but we're going to run Lawler instead. and then I'll put a Z plate on, and we'll do that. So Seamus, if you got Seamus for the flat blues, and this is just hoping that we hit blues, right? In this case, because we're buffing those very, very big. Just a different way you can do it. Again, you don't need 17k Santa at all for this one. However, if you do have him, hold on, is this 8 or 7? Never mind. All right. Actually okay with him taking that row break, because we won't lose any CDs. Unless he cascades that one too. May end up regretting that choice, but we'll see. 3 blues here. No loot box gems this time, so really liking that. We're gonna take... Oh, sorry, there's one. I lied. Blues are doing 426k. Countdown gems out again. Incidentally, this would be how hard Z-plate would hit after the buff goes away with this 5% strap. Because Z-plate would go off twice and we'd have 100% boost as well. So 7.35 mil again. AJ's gonna do AJ things and kick out. He wouldn't with the Z-plate on. We're of course fully loaded, and oh, he's gonna... I knew I shouldn't have gave him the row break. I hate subs. I hate subs. Such boring gameplay. When you're in one. Alright. We're fine. Ish. Okay. Really like him for the freebie this month. Lot of utility for him. I think he's going to help out a lot of rosters. That was 6.4 mil in gem damage, so he'll scale solid for sure. A lot of 2-cycle wins, I think, though, which is absolutely okay if you have the right stuff or you play him right, you know? Okay, back to this with a Z plate. Judgment Day plate, I will let you use your imagination. Actually, we'll just run this one first with the Z plate and then the other one. And I'll click it up to 2 times speed. Hello, G-plate, where are you? There you are. You're beautiful. Hey, don't want to leave him a row break. We're gonna lose a few countdown gems. 1, 2, 2. Could be worse. Blue, blue, those three look great. 486k. Z plate again. 545k, plus, you know, they can't kick out as much. So yeah. I really like this setup for him. 9 million. Really like this setup for him. Again, that does have a 100% boost, but we only have a 5% strap equipped, so keep that in mind. And then let's use the other trainer set. Again, and then after this, just for funsies, I'll put Mem Rock on as well for those that have Mem. More people got him recently, as well as the Judgment Day plate. Both of those things more people acquired recently. $548 or 548k on the blues. See if we do more than the 9 mil. Oh yeah, we did. That was 9.6 mil gem damage. There we go. That's on plus the finisher at 1.8 mil. Okay, let's try it with the good old Memster. For those of you that have him. Hopefully this preview covered everybody, for the most part. Yeah. And I hope you guys are enjoying it. I really like Wes. I think he's very versatile as far as he can do different things. He would be good on this boss, for example. Oh, we have a 5 match. You know I'm going for that. No surprise I cascaded it. Greedy. Very greedy. Oh, look at this. 2, 3, 2 with purples. $525. 601. Chef's kiss. I think we're gonna break 10 mil gem damage here. I do. You sure did. That was 11 mil. 11 mil gem damage with a 5% strap. It does have the 100% buff. Yeah. So for me, this set, I do have Judgment Day plate. I happen to have 2. Obviously, I love this set with that. If you don't have one and you don't want to do the second turn thing, you can always do the triple purple. But for me, I think I really like this set because you don't need, I don't need Lawler. I can use Lex. And boy, just really, to me, he plays similar to Logan, but actually feels better than Logan to me. Faster, better, which is interesting. And then instead of pyros, we have snowfalls. Okay, so let's go by class and where does he fit in? So first off, I'll look at the acros I don't have. Acro is a really tough class in general, other than like, well, there's a few of them, like Ghostbuster Cena was free, right? But not everyone likes his playstyle. Raise his hand, I don't care for him. He's super good, so don't think I'm saying he's not good. So acros I don't have. Zombie Orton, who's ridiculously good, but needs a 5 match. And He can cascade, so he's very much also a Judgment Day kind of acro to get the most out of him without having accidents. Snoop is super duper duper rare acro Snoop, and he's got a buff. He's a little bit slow click wise and stuff to set the buff up, but he hits stupid hard, right? So those two are certainly in the conversation of the best modern era acros. We're going to talk about modern and then overall as well. And those are the two big acros I'm missing. So, he's much better than Steamboat. Also, I'm just going to go ahead and say, I think he's better than both Dilo and Tatanka. Both of the acro chases we had recently. So yeah, once you get down into modern era, there's not a ton. Really, there's Roman, who's quite good, but I actually think he hits harder than Roman unless you got like a top line bonus in feud, but then he'd have a top line bonus and he'd go off turn one anyway. And he has the Judgment Day plate to back him up. Roman is one of the most versatile boss battle characters though, so I'd probably give the edge to Roman that way. I like him personally better than Logan, who's modern. I think he's better than Jay. He's definitely better than Edge. He's, I think, going to scale to 6-star silver much better than Dom will, although Dom is very good. And Motu Austin is the same kind of 10 charge deal. And a lot of people don't have him. So I would compare him very similarly to Motu Austin, but he can drain with the Judgment Day plate. So yeah, I think he easily makes a top 5 acro, right? Like acro is super preference based, because I just don't like Cena. I'd certainly say he's a top 5, but I don't like him, right? Roman doesn't necessarily hit as hard as I'd like, but I'd probably say he's a top 5 simply because of how good he is in boss. Dilo, Tatanka, I think are fringe. Logan, I think Wes is better. Motu Austin, you could maybe make a case for if you have 100% strap, but then you give Wes one, you know what I mean? Warrior's a little bit on the slow side. Dom a little bit on the slow side, might not scale into 6 silver super well. So yeah, I think you have to put him as a top 5 acro and one of the best, if not the best, modern acros. Zombie Hogan isn't really relevant. Shelton is okay for a lot of stuff, but not amazing. So yeah, and a lot of people, especially free to play, you don't have some of these chases. I think him and Cena are by far the best free to play acros, right? And I think you can make a case that he's easily a top 5 acro. Hall of Fame Macho, just simply put, is the best acro in the game. Like, he's ridiculously stupid. I know I haven't mentioned him yet, but he's just stupid good. So he doesn't come close to touching Macho, but no one else does, in my opinion. I think Zombie Orton would be better, but also similar, but I think better. Yes, I would take Zombie Orton above him. And then Snoop. So Wes is going to be faster, and I prefer speed, I think. So kind of close there. I know unpopular that I might say free better than someone like Snoop, but I think I like him more personally. So I would put him in the top 5. If not, maybe he just misses out for a lot of you. Modern era, I think he's super good. I like his speed. I mean, Warrior, you can make a case, and Dom, that they're both super good in Showdown because you don't need a match. Wes, 1 match he's going, so that's like most people in Showdown that aren't 1 MP. Yeah, anyway, I've talked enough. I think he's great. I would put him in my top 5 for acros. I will certainly take him 6-star, and I'll consider him for silver, actually. Roman probably will go, though, simply because of boss battle utility. And yeah, so that's what we got. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Remember, if you're trying to use him early on, just use the sub and super sub him for all of the tours and that kind of stuff. Really appreciate you guys watching and the support. Remember to like, subscribe, and share, because that really helps me out. Other than that, guys, thanks for watching and good luck out there. The The free acrobats, back to back. Shotzi and Wes Lee, top notch. Legit. Yeet.